Hey, Dave! How was your weekend?
Hey, John. Hey, just the usual. How is yours?
Oh, man, it was great, man. Man, because it was Father's Day, my kid made me breakfast in bed. And guess what? We went to the park and had a picnic. Wow. That's amazing, bro. Do you have kids?
No, when I was a kid, I got kicked in the nuts in a taekwondo tournament. As a result, I can't have kids.
How's your work relationship with your coworker?
Pretty good. Obviously, he's really young and very gullible, and but it's okay. I can tolerate it.
I'm so sorry, Dave. I didn't know.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you wouldn't go out right now and tell a bunch of homeless people, hey, I have a nice house, I had steak for dinner, mashed potatoes, nice bed to sleep in. What were you guys doing last night?
Is it true that you yelled at him about having kids?
No, I didn't yell at him. He was just bragging about this beautiful breakfast and the Father's Day.
Well, I mean, you could always adopt, And the great thing is, when you get older, they can come and visit you. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, it's really nice. I can visit them. Yeah? Like in prison. Like, let's say if they're serial killers, creeps, mass shooters, I can go and visit them. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's nice. Thank you.
What happened with you and your coworker when you brought out the Father's Day?
I don't know, he just snapped, He started saying crazy things. I think I felt bad for him, But then I don't know. He was saying things like your kid would end up in prison and things like that. I mean, who thinks like that? Kids are a joy. Kids are a miracle. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he secretly wants kids.
And then he asked me if I have any kids. I'm like, well, no, and you shouldn't be bragging about something like that because people may not have kids. I didn't yell at him. I just told him to respect others' boundaries and lifestyles and their circumstances.
Cause I've walked by the bathroom before and I heard him crying. I want kids. Why can't I have kids? And I was like, hey, is that you in there? Dave, is that you in there? And he's like, no, it's not. I was like, I know your voice, man. You didn't have to be so rude, man.
No, I'm not being rude. I'm actually grateful for this conversation because of this conversation and just seeing people who are like dads and all, and they're happy. Even if I could have kids, I would go and get a vasectomy. I'm actually really happy that I got kicked in the nuts. Now I can save my money, go on vacations, no responsibility. Thank you. You liberated me.
Where are you going, man?
Oh, I'm just gonna go get a drink, just celebrating not being a father.
Do you plan on having kids?
No, I can't have kids. When I was a teenager, I got kicked in the nuts in a taekwondo tournament. As a result, I can't have kids. Even if I could, after seeing him pretending to be so happy and, populating the planet with kids, and I realized, even if I could, I would go get a vasectomy to not act that pathetic and, faking happiness. Just not just him. You go all over the place and people are like, oh yeah, parenthood will change you and you become some bullshit.
He's destroyed in the inside. I've heard, don't quote me on this, but the secretary said he had 8 surgeries, tried to figure out a way to have kids.
Even a dog can stick it in and pull it out late, and the female dog is pregnant. It's not like you got a PhD from Harvard. You put it in. If you're healthy and your partner is healthy, in a couple of pumps, blow a few loads, and she's pregnant. Is that something to brag about? Hey, I ate a big pizza and then took a giant shit. Oh, surprise, it changed me. Ooh.
Hey John, can I borrow your scissors?
Scissors?
Yeah, scissors. Scissors? Yeah, your scissors. Follow me.
there's a rumor out there that he went through this program where they made him have sex with sheeps to stimulate, his organs. But that's what I heard.
Do you think you're bitter because you can't have kids?
Absolutely not. I've dealt with that years ago. Who wants kids? Why do I need, why? So what? I go home and they come and say, hi, Daddy, we love you. Daddy, oh, you want to procreate? No, I don't care about that.
Do you think he is traumatized because he fucks sheeps and goats?
Who wouldn't be traumatized after banging goats and sheeps against your will?
Did you learn all of that after the fight?
Yeah, from the secretary. Because I was taken aback, and she told me, and I felt sorry for her because, it's one thing to eat sheep and goat; they are delicious, but banging them, that's against your will. Wow, that's tough.
Kids, I don't want kids. I'm happy to be me. I'm happy to be me. I'm saving my money. I'm gonna take myself to a nice vacation.
What's next? Alligators, Komodo dragons. I feel for him.
Would you talk about kids with him again?
No, definitely not. I won't. But this guy clearly has PTSD from all those horrible animal banging.
I don't want to have kids. Never wanted to have kids. So fuck them.
Why do you think he is against adoption?
Yeah, and that's the sad thing is, I think he's only against adoption because he's so selfish, self-centered. You could have helped another kid, but he just wants his own DNA. Not, he just wants to pass on his anger to another kid, which is crazy. I don't know, maybe it's genetic, the love for goats and sheeps, another kid could do it. I don't want to think about that right now. It's tough.
This is the guy that really wants kids, but he keeps lying to everybody that he doesn't want to have kids. And whenever people bring up kids conversation, he is always triggered.
That's not true. That's not true. Why should I? I'm an adult. I know how to handle my emotions. Never want to have kids. Never wanted to have kids. What's the purpose of having kids? I'm happy with my situation. My house, my savings, and I'm a free man. I don't need to have kids and raise them and be stressed out about one of my kids stealing a gun and go to a school and become a fucking mass shooter. Have you thought about that? And the day I'm old, I'm just gonna die. I don't need somebody to hold my hand in a retirement home. Daddy, 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 daddy.
This is the guy that cries every night saying, why do I not have kids? I wish I could have kids. I need kids. I want someone to hold my hands. I want to be a daddy.
Connection in life is important. You can find that connection with a pet, with a stranger. You don't definitely need to see your own DNA in somebody else. You can be happy and smile and